Do you all know that I went to London, went through security, gave them my PCR test, my vaccination card, everything, and not one time one person asked me for this form? The lady grabbed my ticket. She was like, "Oh, you're going to London?" I was like, "Yep, I got a transfer in London." You can't get on a flight unless you do the transfer locator form. Excuse me? Me? The most organized man in the entire world when it comes to traveling? You tell me I said, well, what is that? Because no one told me. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Travel with Vaughn. I had to make this quick video before I went to bed. It's roughly 3:45 in the morning. I'm just getting back from JFK for my flight from Kenya, which was so awesome. I had a great time. I can't wait for you guys to see the content that we videotaped and created. Some things are already on our IG page, and some stuff is on my Facebook page already. Just some snippet clips and stuff like of all the stuff we did. We did safari and we did snorkeling. We did so much. But anyway, this video is not about that. This video is about why you should not transfer through London. So you guys, I missed my first flight because I didn't have my travel locator form for the UK. Didn't realize that I was supposed to have it. The airline didn't tell me I was supposed to have it. Now I'm finally getting on the flight to go to the UK. I'm definitely gonna make a video about this as soon as I get back because everyone needs to know that you have to have a travel locator form. So wish me luck, guys. I'm hopping on my flight. Let's get into it. Anyway, you guys, I was flying back from Kenya back to the US. So I had to fly from Kenya to Paris to London, and London to the US. My flight got set up that way. I don't know why. I didn't really pay much attention to it. It just seemed like one of the quickest flights to get back, so I just took it. Which it took me about like 23 hours to get back, to about a full day. But anyway, with layovers and everything. So anyway, I'm going through Nairobi airport. They had a massive amount of checkpoints. So when you're outside about to go in, you have to get your health forms screened. So anyway, for you to come back to the US, I want to kind of give this to you all as a pointer or a point of advice. When you're coming back to the US, you have to have a PCR test within 72 hours of flying. If you are a foreigner, you have to be vaccinated, and also take a PCR test as well. So anyway, I was going from Nairobi airport, I think it's JMO, and I was going, I'm sorry, MBO is the airport code, but I was going into the airport and I had to get my health screening forms reviewed first before I could even walk through the door. They checked my PCR test and it had a barcode to it. They verified everything was okay. Cool, sorry y'all, that's my laptop. Once that was done, I was able to go into the first part of it before I dropped my bags off. They checked my passport, make sure my passport was legit. Then they put my bags to the machine. Once they put my bags to the machine, I went to the counter. I went to another line for them to check my PCR test again and to make sure I had a confirmed flight that day. Once that was done, then I went to the ticket counter, got my tickets, dropped off my bags. Then I went to immigration, they stamped me in. After immigration, I had to go through another security checkpoint for them to check my bags, my carry-on bags and my handbags, and I had to run through a screening machine, right? I'm like, y'all act like we the freaking president. So anyway, once I go through that, I get on my way going to the gate. Get to the gate, they check my PCR tests, they check my tickets, they check my passport, they confirmed everything except one thing. So the lady grabbed my ticket, she was like, "Oh, you're going to London?" I was like, "Yep, I got a transfer in London." She said, "You have to fill out a transfer locator form." I said, "Well, what is that?" Because no one told me what a transfer locator form was for London. I said, no one told me that. I said, all these checkpoints I've been through, y'all didn't tell me this. So she was like, "Well, yeah, you can't get on a flight unless you do the transfer locator form." So I was like, excuse me? Me? The most organized man in the entire world when it comes to traveling? You tell me I have organized an entire trip and it was this one form that I missed? Are you sure? Are you absolutely 100% sure that I missed a form? Because y'all, when it comes to my travel, I don't play no games. I'm on top of my stuff. Like, everything is like organized to a T. The time that we have to leave to go to catch our train ride, or the time we have to arrive, the time we have to catch our flight, the time that we need to enter this, the time that we need to be at this event or this venue or creating this content. Like, I am organized to a T. A T when it comes to my travel. I don't play no games. And for me to miss this one form, I went to a freaking frenzy. I was like, oh my gosh, how did I miss this form? You all didn't inform me. You all didn't tell me. I was going in on that lady. And she was like, yeah, they should have told you before you came in. It should have popped up through Delta. So y'all, I sent Delta an email asking them why y'all didn't let me know I had a transfer locator. I need to have a transfer locator form through London. I went through all my documentation. Not one time did I see one thing did you all tell me that I need a transfer locator form to go through London. So I'm pulling this up for you guys now because I want y'all to know. If you can avoid transfer through London, do it. It's not worth your time and it's not worth your headache. So anyway, I had to go to the website and I'm gonna put the notes, I'm gonna put the information in the notes below. And y'all, I just made this video as soon as I walked through because I didn't want to lose the information in regards to what had transpired. And long story short, I ended up filling out the form, right? But once I got to Paris, I incorrectly put in the wrong passport number. So you have 48 hours to complete this form before you arrive in London. So let me tell you about the form. It's called the Transitioning Through UK Locator Form. And basically the form is like an onboarding form that you have to fill out. And it talks about like COVID-19 testing, like the quarantine rules for the UK if you come into the UK, if you transfer. They just want to keep a record of where you are and your health status on coming into England. That's the kind of like the overall purpose of the form, right? But on the form, you'll need like your passport information, your travel document information, like why you're going to the UK or why you're transitioning through UK, like your flight details from if you're transitioning through the UK, your flight details from beginning to end, the flights that you're getting on, like they want all this detailed information. So imagine cramming all this information within 8 minutes. Like it's like a 4 to 5 page form that I had to cram within 8 minutes. And it just literally just took so much time. So I was rushing through the form to get through it. Got it. So once you complete the form, it gives you a barcode or whatnot. So I fly to Paris. So I fill the form out, fly to Paris. Realized that when I got to Paris that I did the form incorrectly. So I missed my flight because I only had 1 hour to get from one part of the airport to the other part of the airport. Plus go through security and immigration there too to get to the next gate. So I ended up missing a flight. Luckily, there was another flight right after that I was able to catch. So I caught that. I refilled out the form, caught the flight, and went to London. Do you all know that I went to London, went through security, gave them my PCR test, my vaccination card, everything, and not one time one person asked me for this form? Not one time one person asked, not one mother beep 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 time that one person asked me for this form. That's the stuff that be pissing me off. Y'all want us to fill out all this information, but when y'all need it from us, y'all don't ask for it. Even when you come back to the US, not one time they ask you for a COVID test. Honestly, I could make a fake COVID test form, have it the entire time, and walk all the way through. Don't do that, because that's the wrong thing to do. But they didn't even check when I came back to the US. When I physically landed in the US, I got off, went through global entry, checked in, they gave me a slip, the man asked me, do you want to claim anything, check my passport, and I walked out the door. Not one person asked me for my COVID test. Which is like, what's the point of y'all wasting our time on all this paper? Anyway, I'm just a little irritated, but anyway, my point is that if you can avoid transitioning through London, avoid it, right? For the simple reason that you have to fill out a transfer locator form, and if it's not done correctly, you could potentially miss your flight, right? And at the end of the day, they don't even check it. They didn't even check mine for transferring through. And there's a lot of information that you have to fill out, but if you have to transfer through London, I'm going to put the information in the notes below. I'm going to give you the link to where you have to fill out the form, all the information that was required to fill out the form, and I can't let you guys see what it looks like, but an idea of what it looks like is basically a form that generates all the information that you created that has a barcode on it. So in case once you transition through London, they can click the barcode to see all your information pop up in the system that you also did the form. Okay, so if you guys have any more questions, comments, concern about it, let me know. I'm about to get some sleep because I'm tired. I done took some Z-Quil, so I'm about to, you know, me out in like 10-15 seconds, so I gotta rush it in this video. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, you know, let me know with your thoughts, concerns. Also, you guys, make sure you check out the Travel with Vaughn website. and also travel with Vaughn blog page. Make sure you check those out. Those will be in the links below. They have some really good value information in regards to COVID, and also you can book your travel trips and stuff like that. There was a couple of flights on there from the US to Morocco for like $529, or like to Dubai like with $729. So check it out. Check out my website. You got some great deals. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click the bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Y'all, I gotta go to sleep. I'm tired. Peace.